7 o'clock. No sunrise today. So, I'm so blurry. I don't know why there's no sunrise. I think it's because we have rain in the forecast. So these must be rain clouds that are blocking our sunrise. And it's 7 o'clock now. I have to be at school by 8:30, but I'm just going early because it's been so weird, honestly, not going to school on Monday and Tuesday. So I feel like I'm slacking or I'm late or something, even though I don't think I am. So I'm gonna go a little bit early, and I packed a different bag. I didn't bring my lab backpack, the teal one. I decided to bring a small sling bag instead, because that's kind of what I want to bring to clinicals. So I'm going to try it out today and see how it works. I just hope that I didn't forget anything that I'm supposed to have today. So that's what I'm going to try out. I still have my red lab bag, and I have my lunch and my water. So those are the things I'm carrying around today. It's been, I kind of tried to get a little bit of information from our group chat about what we're doing, but no one's really talking all that much. All they really said is to make sure you bring your checkoffs, and they said that they brought their regular lab stuff. So, but other than that, no one's really saying much. So it'll be kind of a mystery about what happens today. And I apologize. It's so fuzzy today, the video. I don't know what's up with that. But it's supposed to be rainy pretty much all week. So it'll probably look a lot like this. Maybe I should bring my umbrella in. I don't know. They did tell us to be prepared to stay until 5-ish today, p.m. So I don't know if they're really going to keep us for 9 hours, but they certainly could. So we'll see how that goes. I know today we're going to be working on our cultural project, which they did release a whole bunch of information on Monday about the cultural project, and also clinicals and stuff, but I'm still very confused about what we're actually going to be doing. Honestly, it looks like they expect us to already be nurses. So I don't know if that's the case or if I'm misreading it. But it'll be a big adventure, that's for sure. So we'll see how everything goes. What was the other thing? Oh, our care plans, our nursing care plans we're discussing today as well. And I think that's it. Just basically getting ready for clinical next week is the first week of that. And I am wearing my clinical uniform because that's what we're supposed to wear. So hopefully all goes well. We'll just have to see what happens today. Hopefully there's no hiccups, and hopefully I brought everything. So we'll just have to find out later, and I will let you know how it went. Good morning. Wow, the sun is bright today, and there's also some rain clouds here. So that is our sunrise. Hey everybody. So I didn't finish out the video yesterday, but I'll go ahead and update now, because I usually do a recap anyway in the mornings. But it is, oh my gosh, it's 7:45 already. So I'm expecting to get to school right around 8:30. Class starts at 9 because it's lecture day Thursday. So yesterday we spent some time working on nursing care plans, and we discussed our cultural group project, and we kind of got that all situated. That was, pretty much the majority of the day. We were there at 8:30, and they let us go at 3. And then they said if we wanted to stay and do an individual exam review, we could do that. So we took turns doing that. I guess I asked first, so I was the first one to be done. So I left at 3. So I did miss pretty much what I thought I missed, but there were some other ones that I thought I got right that I missed, I think. So I actually don't remember much of the exam. My memory is just terrible, I guess. But like I said before, last week I did get an 85 and the highest score was a 91 and the average was like 78 or 76 or something. So I'm still okay with it. I think since we have more time now, we're not there Monday through Wednesday all day. There's a whole bunch of turkeys in the yard. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 turkeys in the yard. But since we're not at school all day, Monday through Wednesday, and then on Thursday for half a day, now that we're down to 2 days, it's going to be a lot better. They did go over how clinicals are going to work. We spent a lot of time on that too yesterday, actually. And basically it's really going to be a 12-hour day. So we have to be at our clinical site at 6:15, and they're going to do post-conference, which I guess lasts an hour or two, starting at 4 p.m. So it's definitely going to be a really long day on Wednesdays starting next week. But we pretty much went over that. We did the nursing care plans and the cultural group project, and that was the day. Today, lecture day, they did warn us via Canvas last night that there is going to be a quiz. So I've got all of my papers. I was hoping to get there a little bit earlier so that I could review a little bit more. But I had to get a shower this morning. I usually shower at night so I don't have to worry about it in the morning. I was up at 6, so I don't know why it's already so late. But also my kids are here, and I usually take off before the kids wake up so I'm not distracted and dealing with them, and I had to deal with them a little bit today, so maybe that's where the time went. But I'm going to work on getting to school. We do have that quiz, and we're doing communication this week. So I'm assuming the quiz is probably covering communication mostly, but it also might cover urinary elimination and bowel elimination, which is what the topics were last week. So, squirrels, stay out of the road. So, that should be what's covered today. Maybe they'll talk about cultural competence a little bit today too. Sorry, I didn't realize the camera was all over the place. But maybe they'll talk a little bit about that today too. We'll just have to see. But I brought all of that material so I can refresh when I get there. Hopefully there's no delays, because I usually try to get there earlier than this, but it didn't happen today. So anyway, and then tomorrow we have our first, I don't know what even to call it, but we have an APA format paper due tomorrow, and I'll have to review what it's even about, because I just feel like there's so much information still coming at us all the time that it's still a little hard to keep track of it, to be honest with you. I have to really work hard at doing that. But anyway, I'm gonna get to school and I'll talk to you guys later and let you know how it went. Hey everybody. So yesterday was Theory Day Thursday. Today's Friday. I'm actually in the pickup line for my kids already. It's like 75 minutes before they get out, but because my daughter has tumbling practice today, she basically has to be at her tumbling practice like 40 minutes after she gets out of school, and it's a 20-minute drive to tumbling and about 10 minutes to our house. So in order to get her there on time, I have to be at the school like ridiculously early. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. But it does allow me the opportunity to discuss anything that I missed for the week. Short weeks now, obviously, because of clinicals starting, and the 3 days of lab are over, which was the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We don't do that anymore. This week was just Wednesday, kind of an orientation to clinicals, where we discussed how clinicals are going to work, and we discussed nursing care plans and how to write them and look them up. And then we discussed our cultural group project, and that was pretty much it for the day Wednesday, which I discussed yesterday, I believe. And then yesterday, theory, We had a big lecture on communication. We did a couple of group activities on communication, and then at the end of the class we were supposed to get a quiz on communication, but I guess there was a miscommunication on the communication quiz with whoever our instructors delegated the task of making copies to, and they did not make the copies correct. So basically our 10-question quiz, some people got 6 questions, some people got 5, some people were missing answers, options. So it was a bit of a hot mess, and instead of, just kind of saying, okay, let me take these back up, we'll issue the quiz next week, they decided to just go ahead and give it out like it was and grade us on what we answered. So the questions were worth a whole lot more. And I don't know how it's necessarily fair or equal since we got different questions, but most people did not do so hot, including myself. So not very pleased about that particular process, but it is what it is. At least just a quiz and not an exam. But I'll have to figure out a way to improve my grade because I did drop a percentage point because of that quiz. So not ideal. But I'm not in hot water yet. I still have at least an 80%, which is what is required of the course. So I'm still in the safe range, but hopefully there will not be hiccups like that throughout the entire semester. But anyway, so today, actually yesterday, I felt terrible. I think I have like a low iron issue or something. Is my guess, just because I am just so tired most days, just exhausted, like my body just cannot function, and I'm dizzy and lightheaded, and I have a suspicion that it's because of low iron, because we don't eat red meat really, because meat is expensive, so we tend to sustain off of pork and chicken because they're cheap. And that's the economy of today. Even those are more expensive than they used to be, but as is life. But I was feeling so bad yesterday. I went to bed right after my kids went to bed. Didn't fall asleep for another hour, but I had to lay there. Like I just was not feeling it. So today I was feeling so much better, thank goodness. And I went ahead and got started on my project that is due today. So every week for clinicals, we basically have our clinical week assignment, which is going to be due 48 hours after clinical day. So it's due tonight, basically by midnight. This week we had to find a research article that supports why it's important to attend clinicals while you're in nursing school, and summarize it. So pretty straightforward. The only thing that was a little bit of a challenge really is because I haven't taken any courses that required special formatting. I wasn't too familiar with the formatting. I remember MLA format from school many moons ago, decades ago. But we needed to use APA format. I was not familiar with at all. So that was a bit of a challenge just because I'm not familiar with the formatting at all. So it took some time for me to figure out how I needed to set up the paper, and then I knew what I wanted to say. Actually, I wrote what I wanted to say because I know why it's important, and then I just needed to find a research article that supported me, basically. So it was relatively straightforward. Hopefully I do okay because of that. It does, the article supports my statement, and my statement supports what's in the article, so it should be okay. We'll see. But I went ahead and finished that today, got a shower, and then headed out to the line. But that's pretty much how the week went. Next Wednesday will be really telling just because it's our first clinical day and we have to be there at 6:15, and it's, oh my gosh, it's going to be such a day. Hopefully I don't have any issues with fatigue and lightheadedness that day, because that could be a nightmare for a 12-hour day. So I'm going to keep a good eye on how I'm feeling this weekend. Tomorrow is actually a Cub Scout activity day for my oldest son, but we're all just going to go and spend some time doing some fun activities. The kids have been kind of cooped up for these last 6 weeks while I've been in school, because I've been so busy. So we've been trying to get them out of the house, like just around the house to play and in the pool and stuff, but they really need, you know, a little bit more interaction and activity. I think they've been craving it. So hopefully tomorrow will help. Hopefully it doesn't rain. It's been like kind of icky all day, all week. It's been on and off. I know some states are like completely flooded, like New York City is like underwater. It's crazy. But that is the status of this week. And I will catch up with you guys tomorrow and let you know how first day of clinical goes. I'll try to get a video in the morning. It'll be before the sun isn't even up, so it'll be totally dark. But I'll do what I can, and then I'll definitely give an update on how it goes. All right, see you then.